stack works, but this seems like a fairly complicated setup, right? You are probably gathering information from different power plants, right? And then you're relaying this information to your users on a real-time basis, right? And then I think the payouts that you're making to the users, they also need to be good enough that they take actions on them, right? So if you can just walk me through your stack, what happens? And what are the biggest challenges of probably running a system like this, right? Where downtime is like a complete no-no.
Yeah. So our stack, what we've done is kind of proven our concept by building this foundational layer, because this is something new that didn't exist. So we didn't want to build a whole bunch of real-time services from scratch to prove the concept, but we have now done that, and we're moving into the scalability and all that aspect of it. But the stack we've got now it's a Python Django framework that everything's built on, and that's kind of like the foundation of all the APIs and everything that we do. Although we are moving away from that, and what we do a lot is collect real-time energy data from users. So all of the user energy data is coming through. There's also this data coming through from smart meters of users, and those are half hourly. It's not real time, but it's a lot of data that comes through.
Okay.
And one of the most challenging aspects of that, one is the real time aspect of it, like smart plugs and all of that. It's sending real time data. Two is that we have to make what's called a forecast, like prediction of a user's energy, to be able to effectively kind of balance. So we need to be able to say, tomorrow at 2 p.m., this user will probably use, this much energy. And that is through a whole set of calculations that we do. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges that we've had, is doing those calculations, but quickly enough so that, it's done on time. Like it can't take 2 or 3 days for us to do that, because we need it very quickly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of users, a lot of data that we have to look through historic data and do those calculations. So there's a challenge there. And then the other thing is, like you said, in these kinds of systems, it's time critical. So for example, when an event happens, it happens at a certain time, like let's say 4 p.m., there's a peak event off the grid. We have to let the users know that. And it has to happen instantly. And the users need to be able to respond to that, like open the app, look at what happened at that time. It can't be like staggered. So usually when there's a scaling problem with a startup, what you do is, this is a common problem, I'm guessing, in like many companies will have it. When you send a notification, all users will open the app and, try to do something at the same time. So it creates a problem. But what most companies can easily do is just stagger the notification. But we don't have that luxury, because it's a real-time event that's actually happening, and people need to be told right away. Right. So those are the kind of problems that we have had to solve in the past.